According to the KOA website, there are over 500 locations. But did you ever wonder where it all started? Today I'm going to show you. We're here in Billings, Montana at the very first KOA Campground. Let's go ahead and take a drive through and I'll show you guys around. This is the driving into the campground. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning when I'm filming this video, so there are a lot of people leaving because I'm pretty sure checkout's 11 o'clock. So you'll see a lot of activity right now coming and going. So there's the sign, KOA Holiday. So like I said, this was the very first KOA location. I don't know what the year it was that it started, but we're gonna see if we can find out that information in the video as well. So we'll take a drive down this way. In some of these places I'm gonna stop and get out and walk you guys around and show you around, but just want to take a quick drive through as well so you guys can get a feel for the whole park. So as you come down this drive here, the registration area is right over here. Directly across from registration is miniature golf, so you can play some mini golf there. There's the sign, Billings KOA, world's first KOA. They've got a dump station right up here. Here's the playground. It's a really great playground. That's huge. Kids love that. My kids especially have loved that. It looks like there's some tent camping sites over on this side here. These are pull-through sites over on this side here. More tent camping over here. Just beyond that block wall that you guys see there, beyond the tree line, is the Yellowstone River. They do have a lot of wildlife around here too. So far I've seen a few deer. We saw a doe with some fawns. That was pretty cool. She had 3 little babies with her. I guess they weren't so little, but baby deer that you think of with the brown coloring with the white polka dots. We saw a few of those kind of right over in this area yesterday, just along this section over here. So if she's out there again, I'll try to get some video footage of that, but I don't know if she's going to be out there right now. So just over on this side, as we go down this road here, out in front of us is the canine camp, I think they call it. Just basically the big dog park that they've got here in the center. You got more pull-through sites over here. This is the row that we're in, right over here. But here's that big dog park. They got fire hydrant out here. They got some different, obstacles and stuff. It's pretty big. It's pretty neat. There's been a lot of people out there with their dogs throwing frisbees and stuff. There's someone going in there now, so. It's a pretty good little dog park there. So over here, this kind of log cabin looking building here, that's the laundry room. We used that this morning. There's quite a few units in there for washing and drying. There's a basketball court here. They got some cabins. They do have something really cool here too. This is a sensory room here. We're gonna go take a look at that in a few minutes. I want to see what they've done inside the sensory room. So if you're traveling with neurodiverse kids, they do have sensory things here. We do. We have a daughter with some sensory issues, and so I think it's really cool that they have that here. They also have some sensory bags and stuff like that available. So here's another kind of common area right over there. So this is where we were at before. There's the store there and the registration, but instead of going back, we're gonna go back towards the playground here. Dump station is cranking this morning, but we're gonna go over here towards, make a right here at the playground instead of a left to go over to the playground. So we'll make a right here. Here's the pool right over here. Nice pool. There's more of the mini golf course right over there. Hope you guys can see that. So more of the campground over here. These are back-in sites over here on this side. They have more pull-through sites over here on this side. Looks like there's a little trail that goes there out to the river. And then down beyond this road over here, we keep coming around. Like I said, there's more pull-through sites on this side, back-in sites on this side. I haven't been over here yet, so we're gonna go through and take a look. Now, they do also have a fishing pond here. I'm pretty sure that's it right there. I probably would not go fishing in there, but it's like the water's pretty low. I probably wouldn't go fishing in there. We got some more cabins right over here. You can probably hear the cicadas. I'll turn down my my air conditioning real quick so you can hear the cicadas. Over here we got some more cabins. Oh, well, this looks like this is the tent camping area over in this section here. So over in here, got a lot of tent camping. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the fishing pond here. Like I said, I don't know that I'd fish in there, but it probably does attract some wildlife and stuff like that. So no swimming in the fishing pond there. So we'll go down here and make a loop. I don't know why, and I don't know if this is always the case, but there are a lot of hornets here. I don't know if that's always the case or if it's just the time of year that we're here, or we just got lucky and get a lot of hornets on our trip, but there are quite a few hornets here. So there's a nice little area over there. It backs up to the woods. We got some people out here in the front. Just going through the tent area. Got some more cabins up here in the front. These are nice little tent camping sites too. If you want to do some tent camping, those are good sites to do tent camping in. We got some more cabins here. Some more pull-through sites on this other side. Looks like there's a little common area there with some sinks and stuff like that in it. More cabins out here, more cabins out there. Looks like there's maybe one or two more tent camping sites up here in the front. And then other than that, I think that's about it. I'm gonna go over and park the truck, and then we'll walk over to some of these things that I was telling you about. So the sites here are pretty well appointed. We actually ended up in one of the smaller sites here, but I want to show it to you guys real quick. And looking at the map, honestly, I think that it may even be the smallest site. So this is our site here. So kind of everything from this tree to this side here. So we've got pretty big grass area. We got a fire pit. We got a table over there with 4 chairs. We got a swing here. Now those are all things that were on our site that are part of the campground. So none of those things belong to us. Those are just amenities that were already on our site. So I actually really like this campground a lot. So I highly recommend it. It's a really nice place. Let me go over here and show you guys the dog park. Looks like all of the sites have some sort of either fire pit with a grill, a bench system, some sort of seating, stuff like that. So they all have something. And we'll go over here and show you the dog park. So they got a double gate system here so that you can go in without your dogs escaping. And this is it here, guys. So, like I said, they got a lot of little enrichment things here for the dogs. They got this really cool windmill that I really like. I'd love to have one of those in my backyard. They got this huge shade structure here for you to come and sit if you want to. Hang out here while you're waiting for your dogs to be done playing if you're not playing with your dogs. So that's pretty neat. Let's take a walk over here to the mini golf. We'll go over to the laundry rooms in a minute. There's some people over there right now. I don't want to bother them. Here's the mini golf. So they just have the putters and stuff right out here. Got a little fire pit out here as well. You can come out here and have a fire in the mini golf course. That's pretty cool. There's some of the holes. They got the balls out here too. So you just come out here and get your putter, get your ball, and play around a mini golf. Looks like they have a waterfall there. It's not turned on right now. More holes of mini golf over here. Like I said, guys, this is in Billings, Montana. We've never been here before. We came here to see some friends. This is a nice shot of the golf course here. It's a pretty good little golf course. I didn't count the holes, but I'm assuming there's quite a few. I wouldn't be surprised if there were 18. There's that hole where we started by the front here. Looks fun. So this is the inside of the store here. They have all the typical things that you would find in a campground store. We got some candy here and some souvenirs. Got some firewood, just a typical camp store. There's one thing really cool that I saw in here, you guys, that I want to show you. And it's right over here. Happy Camper KOA India Pale Ale, an IPA that's KOA branded. That's awesome. But yeah, other than that, they have just all the kind of typical things. They have a large selection over here of huckleberry items, which is super cool because a lot of us don't get to enjoy those unless we travel to the Pacific Northwest or things like that. So large selection of huckleberry items here. Some Montana merch, which is really cool. Some RV parts if you need to repair something. Some more kind of souvenir type things over here. Some sunglasses in case you forget yours. You guys probably know my obsession with hats. I think I found my Montana hat. So I think it's going to be this guy right here. It's a corduroy material, which is super cool. I'm going to probably come back and get that. But yeah, let's go keep taking a walk around. So one cool thing about this KOA, guys, is that they do have sensory bags available. And I'm going to show you guys one of the sensory bags that they have here. So here's a sensory bag, and these are for you guys to use while you're here. If you're traveling with your neurodiverse kids, they have sensory bags. So you can use these while you're here. And then we're just going to do a little quick look and see what they have in here. Earmuffs, perfect. Some sensory play things here. A little squishy toy. We got one other thing in here. And this is a It's like a squishy pad kind of thing. Well, that's pretty cool. There's something else in here too. Let me see what this is there. Some like chewy rings. Perfect. That is amazing. That's just an added bonus that they have for you guys here at this KOA for your neurodiverse kids. So that's pretty neat that they offer that. So I'm going to put this back together real quick, and then I'm going to go continue on outside and show you guys the rest of the park here. All right, guys, one of the unique features about this KOA campground is that they do have a sensory room. So those of you, like my family, who travel with your neurodiverse kiddos, in addition to some bags that they have inside the check-in registration area that you can borrow that have sensory items in there, they also do have a sensory room. So let's take a look inside the sensory room here. It is absolutely adorable in here. The walls are painted, the ceiling's painted. They got a couple of beanbag chairs here, some heated lap, or some weighted lap kind of blanket mats, a little teepee over here in the corner, some toys over here. They got a water table and a sand table over here, as well as a TV, and some things here on the wall. Right over here. They do have an air conditioner in here as well, so they keep the temperature a little regulated, which is pretty cool. But yeah, a sensory room at the campground. That's super cool. It's really nice when we come across these kinds of things when we're out traveling. We do travel with our neurodiverse daughter, and she would enjoy it in here. We haven't brought her in here yet because she's been playing all the other things here, but she would definitely enjoy this, and I think that your kiddo would too. So yeah, that's the sensory room at the KOA in Billings, Montana. So inside the store there, they were telling me that the headquarters, since this is the first KOA, they were saying that the headquarters for KOA is also located in Billings, Montana. We do stay at a lot of KOAs just for the level of you kind of feel like you get like a standard base level of amenities. But check this out, you guys. Check out this playground. This thing is super cool, man. I'm not even a kid and I want to go play on this playground. Got some swings over here. Look at this tractor. This thing is cool, man. I would say that thing's at least a good, probably, well, up to the peak there is probably a good 20 feet. Pretty close to 20 feet. They can't climb all the way up there, but up to that peak up there, it's probably about 20 feet. They can kind of only get up to this platform here, which is probably, I don't know, 8 feet off the ground. But it just makes it feel massive when it's that tall. And when you're a kid, everything seems bigger anyway. Let's go look at the pool over here. But yeah, what'd you guys think of that beer? I did not know. So I guess it's a local brewery, they were saying, here in Billings, and they put the KOA logo on it, and they made a special beer for KOA. It's called Happy Camper, and they were telling me inside the store there that they also sell that at Costco. So if you're in Billings and you want to go get some Happy Camper IPA, I guess you can go to Costco and get it. The entrance to the pool is over here on this side. All right. Looks like the pool is closed. Oh no, never mind. Looked like it was, but it's not. Here we go. It's a nice pool. Plenty of seating. We typically don't ever use the pools when we go somewhere. Just not something that we do. We have a pool at home, and so when we travel, we spend a lot of time out in town. I like to go out and experience what life is like in other places. So when we travel, we kind of use the campgrounds as a base camp. Spend most of our time out in the city, seeing what's going on, how people live, and how life is in other places. So we don't really ever use the pools, but that's a nice one. If you use the pools and you're gonna hang out at the campground. And this campground is really nice. One thing I did notice that I'm not sure why they do it. I have a suspicion of why, but I'm not sure if it's the actual reason, was that there's a lot of lights in this campground. It was lit up pretty bright late into the night. So I think they probably do it for bears or to keep, wildlife away and stuff, but I don't know for sure. That's just my guess. So there's some restrooms over here. Got a vending machine here. Like I said, there's the laundry room. There's some people in there, so I'm not going to go in there, but laundry room right over here if you need to do your laundry. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's the Billings, Montana KOA, the first KOA. Look, I think the sign said established 1962. So I highly recommend this place, you guys. It's really pretty here. With the exceptions of the hornets, and I don't think there's anything they can really do about that. I would say it may be my favorite campground that we've ever stayed in. It's really pretty. The grounds are beautiful. There's so many trees here, mature trees, which is nice. Makes it feel really private and shaded. Like I said, we got one of the smaller sites in the place. And I feel like it's plenty big enough. So yeah, the Billings, Montana KOA, the first one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. Go get you some of that Happy Camper IPA. If you guys have ever tried that, put it in the comments down below. Let me know how it is. I'm curious about that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me on the tour here. The Billings KOA, the first one. And we're going to go hang out in town. So I'm not sure if I'm making any videos in town or not, but we're going to go hang out there today before we continue on to our next destination, which is Yellowstone National Park. So we will catch you guys on another video. Thanks.